Everyone, it's Christian Fuchs here. I would like to say a big thank you to our fans and keep having our back for the upcoming Premier League season as well as the Europa League. Keep watching Leicester Fan TV. They have the latest news and they keep you up to date on leicesterfantv.com. So stay tuned and thanks for your support.
Morning all, welcome to the Foxes Aftermath pre-match show. All these games on Sundays doing no good for my show this week. We've got John from Anfield Wrap on to come and speak to us about the Liverpool-Leicester game, the first versus third, although it is now third versus fourth. So let's get going.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.
Morning all, like I say, welcome to the Foxes Aftermath pre-match, whatever one you call it, show. I've got John from the Anfield Wrap. I will bring him in straight away. Let's not waste any time whatsoever. Morning, John. How are you? Are you good?
Yeah, good morning. All well, mate. Thanks for having me on.
It's all good. Right, the first question, I was going to leave this for a bit because it was going to be later on, but Zach, my American Fox, has dropped me a super chat. Thank you, Zach. So I think I better ask you, do you feel with the injuries to Liverpool, has it changed their title or trophy expectations this season? Has it harmed it?
It certainly has, yeah. I mean, it's interesting that Zach there says trophy expectations widely, because I think generally the feeling in Liverpool is that it's maybe hurts us more from a Champions League point of view than as from the Premier League. I think for Premier League games, most times, you know, we're not doing a huge amount of defending, although I think we're going to have to do a bit today. But in the Champions League, you know, you want your big players there, and so with Virgil and Gomez pretty much out for the season, you know, unless they can, you know, really pull a rabbit out of the hat in January, I think we'll really struggle. You know, you only come against players like Lewandowski and stuff like that. Yeah, there's no sort of hiding. But from a league point of view, yeah, look, you'd rather have him, but I think, you know, different teams are going to struggle at different times. Obviously, Leicester are struggling with injuries big time at the moment as well, and I think
not quite as much as yours, but nearly. Yeah.
But not ideal, and so I think throughout the season at different times it'll affect different people sort of quite a bit. I think our issues are just because they're so concentrated in sort of one or two areas. Then in other areas, you know, we're all right, and so yeah, it's obviously going to make it harder. But no one's throwing the towel in, no one's giving up just yet. It was 30 years wait to win a league title, so we're not just gonna pack in and give up another one now.
It was 134 years for us, let alone 30 years. I usually ask them about the team sheet, and I struggled to find a predictive lineup for you. This is the closest one I could find for your starting lineup. Do you think that'd be roughly what it is today?
Yeah, that doesn't look too bad to me at all. The only thing is Nico Williams on the right-hand side had a little problem as well, although I think he's fine. But you might see Milner play right back, and I think Robertson could be okay to play left back. So they're the only things. But apart from that, I think that looks pretty good to me.
And if being a Leicester fan, being Leicester, I don't know nothing about Liverpool, being a Leicester fan, what's their strengths and weaknesses that we've got to look out for with your depleted team? What would we got to be? Brendan Rodgers probably won't be watching this, so you'll be all right. So, so what's your strengths and weaknesses that we've got to look out for today?
I'd say, you know, all our injuries really at sort of centre back and midfield. The front guys are still firing. Mo Salah won't play today, but Diego Jota has come in and he's absolutely, hit the ground running. He's been incredible. Sadio Mane is having a really good start to the season as well. He's always really dangerous. So what I would say is, although there are some injuries and there are a few sorts of things knocking around at centre half, I think we're still as dangerous as ever going forward. If midfield wise, Wijnaldum's in really good form. If Thiago plays, which he probably won't, but maybe just on the bench, but he's looked absolutely fantastic so far as well. So the new guys coming in have done really well from sort of what we've seen at them. So I think, as I say, going forward, we'll still cause teams plenty of problems. It's just the other way that there's the concerns at the moment.
So you're saying then the Leicester's biggest threat to you would be our attacking formation or option, because Brendan Rodgers, I don't know what he was like at Liverpool. He keeps throwing a curveball in and he keeps changing the formation a lot. He did it against Man City. He did it against Arsenal. Who else did it? He's changed the form. He's given us a team and he thought, oh, blimey, we didn't expect that. Was he the same kind of manager with you lot?
He wouldn't tinker necessarily week by week, but if it wasn't going well, he would make changes to try and sort of hit on a winning formula, if you like. So, in the 13-14 season where we came so close, he ended up playing a 4-4-2 diamond, which we'd not really seen before. And, Brendan hadn't really done before, but it was a way of getting certain players into the team. Then the next season, when it started to go wrong, he went to 3 at the back, again, a formation that the Liverpool don't really tend to play well, didn't at sort of that time, certainly, and was played sort of midfield as right side, the centre half, and things like that. And to be fair, that was sort of 3-4-3 there was something that started getting better results. So I think he was one to try different. He would be someone who try and be proactive, definitely, to try and find solutions. But I think this idea week by week throwing in a bit of a curveball is something that we didn't really tend to see now.
Because at Celtic, he never played the back three at Celtic. He just played a flat back four at Celtic. But just recently, this season, he's playing 3 at the back. I think it's because of the injuries that we've had. He's had to play 3. It's forced him to play 3 at the back, and it seems to be working for him. And he's actually changed his tactics. We've now got a plan B. We've not had a plan B at Leicester for about 18 months, and it seems to be working because we've now, I think it's 5 consecutive away wins on the trot now. Our away form has been horrendous last year, but this year it's getting better. Do the Liverpool fans actually take us serious as a top 6 club, or are we still outside the top 6? Or do you think the Liverpool fans are thinking, that they are a serious contender for a top 6 place?
I think most Liverpool fans would think you're serious contenders. I think I remember that game where we beat you 4-0 last year. Sorry to sort of bring it up, but I think, we were building up to that for quite a while. We went away for the World Cup Championship, but it was all when we get back, we've got that big Leicester game, do you know what I mean? And so that was on people's minds a lot. It was, I'm sure, the players as well, you saw how up for it they were. And so that was a big game that last season. And this season, it'll sort of, not quite to the same regard, but it'll be, this is one that, again, that people have been talking about. It's Leicester after the international break. They're looking good. They've got dangerous players, and we know all about Brendan Rodgers as well. So I think for Liverpool, they'd be much more worried about playing Leicester at the moment than they would be Man United. Do you know what I mean? That's for sure, because there's so many more ways they can hurt you.
Would if there was crowd there today? It's awful. There's not been any crowd, but what kind of reception would Rodgers get when he comes back? Would it be a good one or an indifferent?
Yeah, I think fine. I think there's no sort of animosity there. That's for sure. When he came in, people were sort of a bit unsure about him, and then he won everyone over because of how well we played and how well we did. But then when it started to go wrong, obviously the naysayers are back and say, "Oh, I told you so," and things like that. But I think most Liverpool fans just accept that maybe the job was just a bit big for him at that stage of his career. He was still quite a young manager. This is kind of, almost 10 years ago now, hasn't it? Whereas if you see what he's done then at Celtic and now with you guys, it's
10 years since he was, 10 years since he was in charge of you?
We came in 2012, so it was 8 years.
Blimey, I didn't realise it was that long ago.
Yeah.
It flies by, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah. So it's I think I don't think you could wish him anything but well, really. He tried his best. He was a good fella, and it just eventually didn't sort of work out. But I tell you what, we played some great football under him, and it was good fun.
We've started to play some. Was it was it kind of like not ticky-tacky style like Barcelona, but lots of possession and passing and side, and then finally because that's how we seem to be playing now. And he seems to have learned from his problems last year, because we played Man City first and then you on Boxing Day last year, and we just went woof, like a stone in a pond. It just went straight down, and we struggled to get European football. But now this year, he seems to have learnt by his mistakes this year. Is that the way he played at yours? Did he have that same kind of mentality, the passing and everything?
Yeah, it was funny because when he first came in, it was all about to be sort of a Barcelona blueprint, and that's what he'd done at Swansea, of course. Handy as well, the smaller guys, the Welsh savvy Joe Allen, who he then brought with him, and all that. And it was we saw a marked difference sort of straight away in terms of the passing from the back, the kind of players he was using, the technicians, rather than kind of the guys who were going to sort of bulldoze the way through, if you like. But
yeah,
but as he progressed, I think obviously the development of Suarez as well sort of changed how we play. It became a bit more direct. It became a bit more sort of get it to Louis and sort of see what he can do, really. And so he did evolve quite a lot, kind of at his time in Liverpool. But as I say, he was still sort of quite young, so there was a bit sometimes of second guessing him and second guessing himself and stuff like that. I think he seems a lot more confident now, a lot more sure about himself, and he's got a few more trophies under his belt as well now, hasn't he? Which kind of always helps any manager.
Yeah, Suarez definitely gave you that bite up front, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Always the one.
Right, a lot of people have been talking, I've got it in my notes already, how the record, you've got 63 unbeaten games, haven't you, at Anfield? Well, I'm not sure how old you are, John, but back in 1981, we beat you to end your unbeaten league record of 63 games. So on the 64th game, we beat you 2-1. And today is the 64th game as well. Do you think Leicester have got a chance of beating you at home today? And breaking that record yet again?
Oh yeah, I didn't need to hear that on a Sunday morning. Yeah, I mean, look, they have. Yeah, obviously they have. Look, they're playing really well this season. I think from what I've seen of Leicester, that I think a couple of times you've struggled when teams are sat deep and to break them down and things like that. But we're not going to do that. So we're certainly not at home. And so I think we'll have to be really conscious of what Leicester can do to us on the break, and especially with Vardy going up against centre halves who either haven't played much recently or don't play there in their natural position. So you have Fabinho there in the predicted team. I think he will play Fabinho, but he's a midfielder, trying his best there. Do you know what I mean? And
we had the same at the start. We had to play Big Will Ndidi in the first two games, and then he got injured, and then we've been struggling for centre halves. But we've got Wesley Fofana, and he's for a 19-year-old. 30 million quid, old head on young shoulder. Blimey, he is a quality player. And there was a doubt about him today. And for a 19-year-old, we're worried about a 19-year-old getting in the team. That's how good he is.
Shows the impact he's made. Yeah. So we're going to have, whoever's there, it's not going to be sort of ideal. So I think we do need to respect what Leicester can do to us, and I think the team will as well. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it'll be a case of just thinking they'll turn up and win easy. I think it's going to be a hard game. But yeah, as I say, when you look at the firepower we've got as well, then you start thinking, well, hang on, think about the problems we can cause them the other end, and that sort of starts making you feel a little bit better.
I mean, the last time Jota played us, he scored a hat-trick for Wolves.
Okay, well, that's a better one. I prefer that one than your last one.
Somebody asked a question earlier. I can't remember who it was. Would Vardy get in your team?
Yeah, 100%. I think he's brilliant, 100%. I think he's great. And do you know what? And I'm not just saying this. Like, I'm made up. He stayed with Leicester because I think, like, why do they always have to go to, like, the bigger names or whatever, or the places with more money? And I think it's great he stayed. I can't imagine how much you guys love him because I think he's brilliant. You know what I mean? No, and look, Klopp would love him as well. His work rate up top. Do you know what I mean? And look, if Firmino's a great player, and I'll never talk him down because of everything he's done for Liverpool. But Vardy's, he's in terms of his goal threat, in terms of what he can provide, and he would be an upgrade for us at the moment in terms of how Firmino's playing. So yeah, 100% I'd take him. But I'm honestly made up he stayed with Leicester because I think more players should do that.
Yeah, there's not a lot of loyalty in football at the minute, is there? You don't see many players staying for years and years and years. It's 2 or 3 years, and then and then they shoot off and earn a few more quid somewhere else. Right, the last question, John, before you go, is what do you think the score is going to, or what would you like the score to be? There's a difference.
I think we'll win. I think it's going to be tough. I don't think it's not going to be anything like the 4-0 or anything like that. I think 2-1 to Liverpool. I think and a bit of a nervy finish is what we seem to specialise in at the moment. So I'm going for more of that. But listen, every Liverpool fan knows it's going to be a tough game today.
Yeah. See, everyone knows on this channel, every away game I go for a 2-2. I want Leicester to win every game, home and away. I know it's never going to happen. But all season, I've been going 2-2 every single game, and we've won every single away game. So why change my prediction? So I want Leicester to win, but I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. A point away from home in the Premier League, I think, especially against Liverpool, is a pretty decent result, I think.
Yeah. No, though absolutely, and who knows? It might be that, as I say, both sides with sort of defensive issues. So we might see 2-2 today. Right,
John. Where can everyone find you on social media? We're all out there,
the
aren't we?
Anfield Wrap. It's Wrap with a W. So the Anfield Wrap is on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all that as well. If people want to sort of check us out, we'll be doing stuff before and obviously straight after as well. So if you're interested in the Liverpool perspective, you'll get us there.
Yeah. Oh no, you don't do live watch-alongs, do you?
Yeah, we're on Hot Mic. So the Hot Mic,
yes.
If people want a very biased Liverpool commentary along with the games, then they can get us on the Hot Mic app. It's completely free, and it's good fun.
A few of my mates are Leicester fans, so a few of my mates that live in Leicester are Liverpool fans, so they'll be quite interested in watching that. So they'll probably jump over the old turncoats. When I was a kid, it was like, who are we going to support? Liverpool, Man U. Leicester was like down here. Oh no, we'll go for Liverpool or Man U. So they've stuck with it, and I've stuck with Leicester. All right then, John. Cheers, much appreciated. Thanks for your time.
Real pleasure to go on. And I tell you what, mate, next year we'll do it from the bar.
Oh yeah, you can come. I don't mind. Anybody can come to the bar, and the first drinks will be on me, especially if we do podcasts from there. It'll be fantastic. So the beers are on me, John, when you turn up, pal.
Stop, man.
All right, then, matey. Thanks a lot. I'll speak to you again soon. Cheers, pal. Thank you. There was John from Anfield Wrap. And now we've got my old teammate, Jack. Hello, Jack. How are you?
You all right, mate?
All right, mate. You sound like you're from Stoke there, pal. What's up with you? Oh, hold on a minute. Right, here's San Miguel. John's remembered the San Miguel. I haven't forgot at all, John. Let me just get it for you. Hold on a minute. Right, are you ready? Are you ready, Jono? Boom. There you are. Perfect for you. You thought I'd forgot all about it. It's there. It's there for you. So, Jack, how are you this morning? What's the weather like back in... Oh, you got your Christmas decorations up?
I have, yeah. The missus put them up in this week, so you have to please a woman, don't you, to keep quiet.
Jack, easy life, what's the saying? Easy wife, easy life, or something like that. I can't remember exactly the saying. Mine's not here at the minute, so I'm allowed to say it. She watching Doncaster TV again in the background?
No, she was watching Doncaster yesterday. She had a bet on them, but she went against Doncaster yesterday. She wanted Sunderland to win it. Doncaster let her down. Doncaster let her down, innit? Doncaster scored in the 92nd minute and then basically stuffed a bet up, innit? So,
Sean, the game's not on YouTube; it's on Sky today. So you'll have to watch it on Sky today, pal. Oh, come on, but the kids are doing face painting. Jono, come on with your face painting. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Talking of Doncaster, perfect timing, Ross. Perfect timing. It's like he's sitting there waiting for it.
Oh, hello, lads.
You're not working today. Oh, no, you got the day off today, haven't you?
Yes, I'm not working today, thank God. My son's just watching Minecraft on my telly upstairs, so I thought I'd pop on for a few minutes.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
So, lads, what do you think the team will be today? How do you think it will work? Because I think old Timothy Castagna will be back in for Luke Thomas. You think I'm about right there? I think it'll be the same as the Wolves game, but Castagna will be back in for Thomas.
Probably, yeah, I would say that.
And maybe, just maybe, instead of, I know I like a bit of DPL Dennis Pratt, I think it will be Harvey Barnes instead. Gives that a bit more of an attacking lineup up top because of their weaknesses. Do you think I'm right there, Jack?
Yeah, I think with Liverpool, you got to take the game to them. They're a very good attacking side, Liverpool up front, as people seen in previous seasons. So I know they might get away with this diving situation with VAR and that, but they are a good team going forward, Liverpool. They can't deny that. They've got a good manager. But yeah, today we've got to take the game to them. I'd bring Castagna back in, go with Fuchs, Fofana, James Justin and Johnny Evans, and then Mendy, Tielemans, Barnes, Vardy, and might play Dennis Pratt instead of Maddison. It depends the way Brendan Rodgers wants to play it today. So depending on the formation.
Yeah, I think Maddison, Ross. We need to have Maddison because that little bit more creativity, don't you think? I think Maddison's got to play.
I think obviously I know they've got the injuries as everyone talks about.
Have they? I didn't know that, Ross.
Oh no, I didn't know either. Actually. That clip, by the way, is the most popular clip on BBC Radio 5 Live, by the way.
Oh, from last week. You had to bring that in, didn't you?
Oh, come on. You'd be the same if you were on it. Or if anyone else was on it.
It'd just be on constant repeat on here. It wouldn't be me this morning. It'd have been constant repeat all morning.
Oh, God. No, I think obviously we've got to take the game to Liverpool. I think this is the biggest opportunity of beating Liverpool tonight. Now, so yes, I know we've got injuries, they have as well, but I think it is. It's the biggest opportunity because, I mean, I still think we would have a chance even if all the big guns are back in because we're not afraid. We're not afraid of Liverpool. You know, we took him from last year and we lost by a dodgy penalty. The year before, we drew 1-1, Maguire header. The year before...
No, it wasn't a header. It was a half volley.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I like it.
It was Chilwell's header back into the box.
Half volley from, Maguire. So... I think today, we're going to go all out attacking. Manu will be diving all over the place. I'm just reading that. I think is Ricardo back on the bench or something?
No, I think he might be on the bench, but I think Rodgers said in his press conference more than likely he'll play in the West Ham game on Monday night in the under-23s. You'll probably see him.
If he were in today, that would have been a good bringing on as a sub later on. That would have been pretty decent.
You'll probably see Pereira on Thursday night on the bench for definite. I would have thought.
I think it is good to say Ricardo because you don't want to bring him back too early because you don't want to risk it. So I think if he was fully fit, what a return against Liverpool.
But it was good to see him training though, wasn't it? Him, Ricky P, Ndidi, and old Mr. Massive, old Soyuncu, all back training. So they're going to be a few weeks away. The other two are going to be a couple of weeks away, but it's nice to see them all back in training.
Yes, it is. I think it's fantastic. And obviously, if we're playing well now without them players, I think what we're going to be when they all come back, it's going to be very good. And I cannot wait to see it all. And obviously, tonight's game, I'll be best off in a few minutes. He'll probably be running down asking what he wants. So I'm going to go with now. You can play this back, and if it doesn't happen, I'm going to go with 3-0 Leicester.
Say that again on full screen, Ross. Say it again on full screen.
I'm going to say 3-0 Leicester. Listen, we've all made strange predictions. I don't know if you watched Locke's show on Friday, Jamie.
I missed it. What was his Baldy Locks prediction?
There was two predictions. I can't. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jack. I can't remember. One of them was where if someone score, wear a wig and dress. A wig and a dress. And then there was another one where he would, the usual shave the head. The other one was wear a wig and a dress. That was one of them.
Well, Locks is on, but he's not actually come on. He's watching, but he's not come on. Locks.
Come on, Locks. What was it again? I think it's
tell us what your Baldy Locks prediction was.
I think it's Michael.
Are you?
I'm going 3-0.
Are you? Is that comment right? Are you?
If I would, then that wouldn't be very good with my son upstairs. So no, not was. No, I'm going 3-0 Leicester.
I'm drinking the same as you.
Yeah, well, I ain't drinking Corona, that's for sure. No, so I think it'll be. I think Vardy will get 2, and I think one of them is going to be a penalty, probably.
Yeah.
We always get a penalty in a minute, and I think Tielemans again. He's been on fire this season.
Yes.
He's scoring. He scored against England. I don't mind. I'll let him off. He scored against Schmeichel as well. Played against Denmark. Scored against Leeds. Twice against Leeds, was it? Yeah, twice against Leeds.
Yeah, twice.
Against Man City. Do you know what? He's a very good penalty taker. For Vardy's, when Vardy's been on bench or been brought off, and we've had a penalty, he's put him away brilliantly. You're not shopping today, Tom.
He's not got shock. He was doing his hair. He was doing his hair. I was trying to get him while he was doing his hair because it was looking a bit of a Locks. Locks has added comments here, but he doesn't want to come on today for some reason. Look, he doesn't want to come on. If Mendy scores next week, if Mendy scores, that's what it was. Mendy's never in the box. He's never up there. My Norwegian Fox, old Dag, he's 3-1 to us. Big Liverpool, big Leicester fan he is there. He loves Leicester, he does, from Norway. So come on then, Tom. What's your views on the game and everything else today? The team, the Liverpool injuries that we've not heard about at all for the last 10 days?
Look, all teams got injuries, but no offense, they've still got a half bad squad to go and pick from, and you've got to go there and not show them too much respect. I think we did that last year at home and we got trounced 4-0. If we do the same again and we'll get battered again, we've got to go there and play our own game. And if I'm being honest, I'll go and set up how we did at Man City away. It worked very well. And I think it's a way to frustrate teams like that, because if we leave space in behind today, Jota, we know what he can do. Scored a hat-trick against us last time. Mane's no mug, and Bobby Firmino's no mug. These players are all good players, and they haven't got a half-bad midfield to go with it. We've got to do our own game plan today. As you said, team-wise, Maddison and Dennis Pratt for me start, and I'd have Harvey Barnes on the bench. Yeah, see, I said Barnes instead of Pratt, I thought. A bit more attacking. But then you lose that bit of defensive now from Pratt, don't you, unfortunately? You do, but I also think we've seen the benefit of Dennis Pratt this season, that he is better in a forward position than sitting deep. He's got such a creative mind on him as well, and we have seen it. I mean, the penalty for Wolves on his first one, he, a little 1-2 with James Justin, runs into the box and gets the handball. He's got such great vision going forward, Dennis Pratt has, but he also got the energy to get back. Yeah. I mean, this man, we've not mentioned yet at all. Christian Fuchs. How good has he been so far this season? He's played the last 6 games. He wasn't meant to be playing so many games, and all of a sudden, this man has come in, and I think he's not been a well beater, but he's shown his class. I think he's done really well. Jack, do you agree with that? I think he's come in and done his job.
I think Fuchs has shown his experience to the younger players like Justin and players like that, Fofana. So he's helping them out. It's their playing basically, and in the team is very good for them sort of players. Yeah. Ross, what do you think? Go on then. Oh, you said 3-0, didn't you, Ross? Sorry,
I said 3-0. Vardy 2, Tielemans 1. People said I'm out drinking too much, but to be honest, Villa scored 7 past Villa with Van Dijk in the team. They had the best at the back. Well, they scored 7 past them. I'm not saying we're going to win 7. Although if that was the case, wow. I think we should all shave our heads. I think Tom should give his Jack's beard and moustache back.
Even I've had a trim this week.
Not bad, by the way. November, not bad. I can't grow one, so I didn't do it. I didn't do it this time. I can't do it. So no, I think we'll win 3-0. I'm going to stick to it.
What do you think? Score-wise.
I think I went 3-1.
You went 3-1. You can't remember.
Yeah, I went 3-1 on Friday. Yeah, I think Vardy will score today. Tielemans will get the first one. I'd like to see underscore, to be honest. I can see if Under comes on, he's more attacking, isn't it? And I'd like to see underscore because he scored 2 for Turkey, I think, in the international break. So
yeah.
It'd be interesting to see him play.
Jono's been on the old Lukey juice. I don't think it'd be 9-0, John. It'd be nice if it was. But
if I've been on something, what on earth has he been on? If he's put 9-0,
he might take a few sendings off.
Another thing as well, get prepared for Sky Sports to mention all
that. Is that your little one, Tom? You're babysitting, are you? Doing 2 jobs at once.
Every morning.
Get ready for Sky Sports to start mentioning all the Liverpool injuries for about 45 minutes, and then for about a minute of Leicester's coverage, and then that's it. And the game comes in. We get ready for it. So, right, I'm going to shoot because I'm off to the park with my son. So,
all right, then. See you later, Ross. Have fun. Be good.
Cheers in a bit.
I think that's quite a decent. What's the odds of Liverpool getting a penalty in the 89th minute? I won't be surprised at that at all, to be honest.
On the Man United game yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Come on then, Tom. What do you think? And then you need to tell me something as well. What do you think the score is going to be?
I'm going to go for a 2-0 win. We won there last time. Last time we won there was 2-0. It was Cotty and Phil Gilchrist, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 2-0 today. I think we will go and win the game. I'm going to go for Vardy to score. And you've mentioned him already. I have a feeling Under could be the impact sub we need and come off the bench and cause some damage when the Liverpool are trying to press for the equaliser.
Yeah. Well, you know what I go for. Every week I've gone for 2-2 away. And how many times I've been wrong every week and we've won every away game. So why should I change? So I'm going to stick with my 2-2. I know that sounds boring, sitting on the fence, but we've won every game. Every time I've said 2-2, we've won every single game. So my bet, well, not bet, I don't bet. My prediction is 2-2 with Vardy, and I'm going for Vardy and Christian Fuchs if he's playing to score. I'd love to see a left foot power driver by Christian Fuchs. Yeah. Come on then, Tom. Tell us all about it then. What's happening later on?
As usual, join us at 6:45 with Phil and Jamie for build-up, and then join me and Locks about 7:10, and we'll do our usual watch-along, followed by Phil at half-time, and then back to watch-along for the second half, followed by the full-time with Jamie if he's available.
I'll be there.
Jack will probably be on, and we're all on have to talk about a famous Leicester win again.
Jack loves it, doesn't it? Jack loves coming on. He loves every moment of it, Jack does. So do you think there'll be a Mane dive? I think there'll be a slight dive somewhere along there, I think. Everyone else, there's scores coming in. Daniel says 2-2, which I think a point away from home is pretty damn good. Since Anton Deck, Tom. Since Anton Deck, Tom and Locks, watch-alongs, we've won every game. That's not bad, is it, Tom? But I'd like
who's Anthony's Deck?
I was just going to say the same.
I think I know who mine is.
Yeah, you could be Ant. Yeah, Locks is smaller, isn't he? So yeah,
he's very small. He's a very small man.
He's a small man. He's a small man. Shouldn't really be saying that, should we? That's upsetting, that isn't it? No, we'll carry on. Locks loves it, doesn't he? He's not here. Hold on. Somebody's just put something about the pool.
He's having his hair and makeup done, probably.
Someone's just put it is. Yeah. Pool, Foxes. Liverpool. I thought he meant me in the pool if it was a 5-1.
I won.
That's a bit optimistic, but I'd love them to win. The pool's down anyway, so I can't do it now. But right. So we'll see you. That's it. Cheers, Tom, for joining us.
Cheers, mate.
See you later. So we can't take the mickey out of Locks, unfortunately. Right. So, Jack.
Yeah.
You're going for a 3-1 like Mr. Tom Webber said. He's gone for 3-1.
I think you've got to take it seriously, haven't you, Liverpool? I know they've got all these injuries, but you've got to take every game seriously, whether it's Europa League, Premier League. Don't matter how many injuries you've got. It proved it with Leicester. People thought, that's not take Leicester seriously. We'll beat Leicester. They've got about 6 injuries, and it's proved pivotal, isn't it, for us this season?
Yeah. I wish Ross hadn't said Foxy Loxy, because that's not going to get out of my head now. Foxy Loxy. Cheers, Ross. Thank you.
It'll look like Christopher Biggins Locks.
Oh, dear. Also, I forgot, Andrew's just told me, I remember this, I saw it last week. Leicester women won 9-1 against Coventry.
They're doing quite well, aren't they?
They're now sitting second in the table. League, If they go up, they're in the proper WSL, isn't there? So
I guess Man City in that,
yeah, there'll be some big, I was going to say big boys coming down, but I can't say big ladies, can I? That doesn't sound right. There'll be some big ladies teams coming down. So...
Well, they played Man City already, haven't they? And I think they played well against them. I think, what was it, 2-1, was it?
They only just lost, didn't they? It was a pretty good game. But right then, Jack, so we shall see you later, shall we? Will you be making an appearance?
I'll see you at 7:15.
All right then, pal. We shall see you later tonight.
All right, mate. See you then.
Cheers, Jack. Thanks a lot, pal. Right. That's it for another great show. Thanks for everyone joining. Thanks me for John from Anfield Rap for joining. It's been absolutely fantastic. Please follow us. If you're not following us on YouTube already, please give us a follow on YouTube, on Instagram, hold on, I'm just trying to find it. There we go. No, it's not coming on. Sorry, can't do it. Please follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook if you don't already follow us. Please follow me on the Fox's Arms as well on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter and Facebook. Today it's ciao, adios, goodbye. Top of the morning to you. Come on, you Foxes.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.